Hi, boys and girls. This week, we're going to listen to a story called Otis, and it was written by Lauren Long. Take a look at the front cover. I wonder why a tractor and a baby calf are sitting under a tree together. Let's listen to the story and find out what happens. There was once a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis. And every day Otis and his farmer worked together, taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt mud pond down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. It looks like Otis is having a lot of fun. Let's find out what he does next. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play ring around the rosy with the ducks to the sound of his steady put, puff, chuttity chuff. And sometimes, at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. So here he is, sitting under his favorite apple tree. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would puff, puff into the little stall in the barn that was all his. So the stall is like his bedroom. It's where he sleeps at night, inside of the red barn. One night, when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother, but when the sleepy sound of a soft put, puff, chuttity chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. So she was crying and was scared because she missed her mom. But Otis, the sound that was coming from Otis the tractor, put the baby calf right to sleep. I wonder if they're going to get along and like one another. What do you think? Let's find out. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Put, puff, puttity chuff, she followed him over the rolling hills and down by the mud pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay. And the calf made their games of ring around the rosy all the better. So here's the calf following Otis. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. What do you think they're looking at? Let's find out. Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. Take a look at that tractor. What do you notice about that tractor? That's a big tractor. Time to move out, Otis, the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his, and he parked him back behind the barn. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. Look at Otis. How do you think Otis is feeling in this picture? Why do you think he's feeling that way? How do you think the little calf is going to feel? Let's find out. But the calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep. no one to spend her days with. And Otis? Oh, Otis could not even see his farm as the weeds began to cover his wheels. His friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. Look at Otis. He's feeling very sad. He's not moving around. He's not playing with his friends. I wonder what's going to happen next. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. Who has the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner. The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder if he would win. What do you think? But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. He had wandered down to the mud pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded in the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in the mud pond. What do you think is going to happen to the calf? How do you think she's going to get out? I wonder who is going to help. Get the hands, the farmer shouted when he saw her, and the hands are all the helpers that are on the farm. All the farm hands came running with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. Get the big yellow tractor, the farmer cried. He can save her. But the big tractor just scared the little calf, and she sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. Look at all of these people. They look very concerned. They're worried about the little calf. I wonder if she's going to be able to get out. Then call Fire Chief Douglas and the fire truck, the farmer shouted. They can save our little calf. But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf, and she sank in even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied, so he did not know what to do. If the farmhands and the big tractor and even Fire Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could? Let's make a prediction. Who do you think they should ask to help them next? Let's see if your prediction or your smart guess is correct. Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Look it. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance. What do you think that sound is? I wonder. A soft, rhythmic purr, put, puff, chuttity chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder. Put, puff, puttity chuff. And all at once, Otis, put, puffed from around the barn. He turned and headed straight toward Mud Pond. So who was coming to help him? It was Otis. Otis puffed down the rolling hill and pulled right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled, started crying. It was something like a hello. Then the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of all the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began to circle the pond. So remember the game that they used to play where they would make circles around the pond. Let's see what happens. He circled, and the little calf turned and turned. So here's the calf, turning and turning, following Otis as Otis made circles, never taking her eyes off of her friend. So look, She started off here, and then it looks like she's getting closer and closer to the edge. I wonder if she's going to come out of the muddy water. With each ring Otis made around the mud pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. How do you think they're feeling? How can you tell? What do you think is going to happen to Otis next? Let's find out. Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. See all of the people and animals following? And here's the calf, and here's Otis. See, they're all following in a long parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often, at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. So let's remember, how does Otis help the farmer? What does Otis do in the story that helps the farmer? Let's think of something else. Why do you think Otis's purr makes the chickens lay more eggs and the cows produce more milk? Why do you think that happens when he does his putt, puff, puttity chuff? Why do you think that happens? That the hens lay more eggs and the cows produce more milk. All right, I want you to think of one more thing. Why did Otis circle the pond again and again to try and get the calf out? All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our story about Otis, and I hope that you enjoyed listening to Ms. Zinga read. Don't forget, share your answers with your child's teacher. See you all soon.